Good afternoon on what is a mild grey and damp day. It is Tuesday the 25th of March. I'm in the reading Nook with a nice hot cup of tea. And a box to continue unboxing. All I've got in here is a copy of A Conventional Boy by Charles Stross. This is the very latest in the author's long-running series of Laundry Files series of novels, which began with the Trusty Archives, which essentially combine the Cthulhu mythos with espionage, in that there is an arm of the British government which investigates outbreaks of the mythos and attempts to forestall a threat it sees coming to the whole of humanity, and tries to keep its staff safe at the same time, free of a mythos influence and magical influence, even though it actually goes so far as to teach some of its agents, such as Bob Howard, magic. So, in A Conventional Boy, the face of the world would return on the roll of a die, a 20-sided die, that is. In 1984, Derek Riley was just another teenage nerd growing up in Middle England, but his love of D&D caused him to fall afoul of the Laundry, a government agency tasked with suppressing supernatural threats. It turns out that sometimes 9th level wizard spells drawn on the back of your maths textbook can look suspiciously like actual magic. Decades later, Derek is a long-term inmate at Camp Sunshine, a centre for deprogramming captured cultists. But Derek finally has a reason to escape and an escape plan to put into action. He wants to attend his first game convention. While Derek's D&D games were fictional, a game at the con is a dread ritual designed to summon a great evil into our world, and it's up to Derek and his players to stop them. Fate of the world may depend upon the contents of Derek's dice bag. The Laundry Files series follows an agency of British spies who deal with the supernatural threats. They also have to deal with chronic underfunding, government ministers, rival agencies, and worst of all, each other. This collection includes never-before-published Laundry Files novel, A Conventional Boy, inspired by the 1980s Satanic Panic, and 2 other short stories, and a joyous celebration of all things Laundry Files. I should say, almost library files there. So there's a complete list of Charles Stross's works, including all those for the Laundry Files. So interesting that it's actually you actually have Camp Sunshine newsletter releases there, and I think this is actually going to be one that people are going to recognise and enjoy. It takes up actually most of the book, and as it says, it's for old gamers everywhere. Now, Charles Stross is an old gamer. He is most famous for the creation of the Githyanki, which appeared in the pages of White Dwarf in the Fiend Folio or Fiend Factory department, which has always collected new monsters, and has then appeared on the front of pages of the Fiend Folio from TSR UK, and after that has been worked into Dungeons and Dragons lore in many ways. So although I don't necessarily know that he necessarily games now, he is thoroughly, utterly aware of games as they are. He's also aware, essentially, enough that there has been a Laundry Files role-playing game previously published by Cubicle 7 using the basic roleplay system, and there's a new version of it coming out using the house system from used for other role-playing games, same as Soulbound, I believe, again from Cubicle 7. So this will be quite amusing, essentially, to see in some ways us parodied, if you see what I mean, because we, as gamers, many of us go to gaming conventions, and they can be a lot of fun. They have their own culture, and it's interesting to see it sort of written by someone who is aware but not necessarily an insider of them. I wonder whether Charles Stross has been to a gaming convention recently. That will be interesting to find out. I do know for a fact that Ben Aronovich, who gives a nice bit of cover blurb there, recommendation, has been to a gaming convention or two or three, and does game on occasion. So all this is listed as a conventional boy. There's more stories in here if I can find them. So we have Overtime. Let's see if there's another picture in there. There we go. Down on the Farm. And then we've got the Afterward. That's probably going to be interesting to see essentially his point of view upon gaming from when he started as a teenager, and also looking at the point of view of someone who lived through the Satanic Panic. Acknowledgements there, and to be fair, the Satanic Panic didn't really affect us very much here in the UK as it did in the USA. There was a little bit, I do know friends who were affected by it, but it wasn't very common. But yeah, so that's going to be an interesting, I said basically, opinion piece, as it were, upon gaming and gaming conventions, written by someone who is aware of them. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to more unboxings in the Nook, where you will see us out here with a box, typically containing a book or game or role-playing supplement, in this case, an anthology of short stories for the Laundry Files, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.